The situation happening right now in Nigeria is something a lot of people are talking about, and it's creating strong conversations across the country. Many Nigerians woke up to the headline saying that President Tinubu has finally suspended every negotiation connected to Sheikh Gumi and the bandit groups. And that strong phrase at the end, Nigeria is not one, is what is making people sit up and listen. As you're watching this video, please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss anything happening around the country. So let's talk about what has been going on. Over the past few years, Sheikh Gumi has been a major voice in the conversation about insecurity in the northern part of the country. He has been known for moving from one community to another, from forest to forest, meeting bandit groups, talking to them, and asking the government to choose dialogue instead of force. He believes that most of these groups are acting out of anger, revenge, and long-standing issues between communities and the state. According to him, they are not attacking just because they want to, but because they feel neglected and unheard. As we're discussing this, please remember to like this video and subscribe because these updates help everyone stay informed. Now, recently, Sheikh Gumi gave comments that a lot of Nigerians didn't take lightly. He said the bandits were on a revenge mission and that they actually listen when he speaks with them. He also said something about other groups like IPOB wanting to break away, and that the bandits are different because they still want to remain in the country. These comments sparked a major reaction because to many people, it sounded like he was drawing a line between groups, and it also made them question who exactly Gumi is speaking for. And while you're listening, kindly like this video and subscribe because more updates are coming. After Gumi's comments, the public space became hot. Many Nigerians started asking, why is a private cleric having this much access to dangerous armed groups? Why is he the one explaining their intentions to the country? Should he even be the person negotiating with them? People began asking the government to speak clearly on what role he plays. Some felt negotiation is important, while others felt negotiation encourages violence. This pressure kept rising, and the federal government could not ignore it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any part of this conversation. Now, this is where the headline comes in. The news circulating is that President Tinubu has suspended every negotiation that connects to Gumi. This means if there was any informal arrangement or any channel of communication that allowed Gumi to engage with these groups on behalf of the country, that door has now been shut or paused. The message many people believe the president is sending is that the government wants to take back control of the security conversation. It wants to show that there is only one authority, one voice, one official direction. As I share this update, please remember to like this video and subscribe so others can stay informed. This decision, if true, could mean several things. First, it may signal a shift from a negotiation into a more decisive, structured security approach. It may mean the government wants to strengthen military operations, intelligence work, and direct communication with affected communities instead of relying on external voices. Secondly, it may also mean the government wants to avoid any mixed messaging. When one person talks to these armed groups privately and the government talks publicly, the messages may clash. And when messages clash, solutions become harder. As you follow the gist, kindly like this video and subscribe so we keep growing this community. Another thing Nigerians are discussing is the statement that Nigeria is not one. People interpret it in different ways. Some believe it means the country is operating like it has different authorities and that one government voice is competing with another non-government voice. Others think it means Nigeria is divided in approach, divided in strategy, divided in trust. The headline itself is emotional, and that's why people are sharing it everywhere. While we break all this down, please tap the like button and subscribe for more updates. Let's also think about the roots of the problem. Insecurity in the northern region did not start today. Communities have faced attacks, kidnappings, destruction, lack of schools, lack of support, and many of them feel forgotten. When Sheikh Gumi entered the picture years ago, some people felt he was using his influence to open a door for peace, but others felt he was giving legitimacy to violent groups. This is why every time he speaks, the country reacts. Remember to like this video and subscribe as we continue the gist. Now, when the government steps in and suspends negotiation, the big question becomes, what is next? Will the government create a new negotiation framework? Will it focus heavily on military action? Will it open community talks with local leaders? Or will it adopt a combined method but keep it formal and structured? Nigerians want clarity because insecurity affects everyone, whether directly or indirectly. And while you think about this, make sure you like this video and subscribe so we can keep going. Another part of this gist is the emotional side. People want to feel safe. People want to feel heard. People want to believe that the government has a clear plan. So when they see a cleric speaking to armed groups and they don't fully understand the relationship, fear grows. When they see headlines suggesting a suspension, fear also grows because it means something has changed. So Nigerians are caught between confusion and hope, between wanting peace and wanting strong action. Kindly like this video and subscribe as we break this down further. Now let's talk about public opinion. Some Nigerians strongly say negotiation is the only path because violence has not ended the problem after many years. Others say negotiation is impossible because the groups are unpredictable and have caused too much pain. Many also ask, if negotiation is necessary, should it be done by a cleric or by the government itself? That's a major question for the country. Please remember to like the video and subscribe because this gist is deep. The suspension of Gumi, if true, might also be a move to reset the ground. The government may want to create a clean slate where all communication is official, transparent, and monitored. It may want to reduce the influence of private actors so that there is no mixed direction in national security. This is something a lot of countries do when dealing with armed conflict. As we explore this more, please like this video and subscribe so others can keep up. Another angle people are discussing is whether Sheikh Gumi will respond. When someone has been active in a conversation and suddenly gets removed from that space, the public usually waits for their reaction. Will he accept it quietly? Will he address the public? Will he explain why negotiation matters? It's a question many Nigerians are waiting to see answered. While we continue, kindly hit like and subscribe. Some Nigerians also say that the government suspending negotiation does not automatically mean a solution is ready. They want to know what the government's new plan is. Is it long-term? Is it community-based? Does it involve technology? Do they want to create a structured peace committee? People want answers because insecurity affects farms, travel, trade, schools, and even mental peace. If you're still listening, like this video and subscribe because we're almost there. Let's also talk about unity. The statement Nigeria is not one touches the heart of a conversation many Nigerians already have. The country feels divided in many ways, whether politically, culturally, economically, or socially. So when the headline uses such a phrase, it triggers emotions. For some people, it means the government must act quickly to show unity and strength. For others, it means deeper issues need to be addressed. As we talk through this, please like this video and subscribe. To bring this part of the gist closer, this whole story shows how fragile the security space in Nigeria is. Every statement shapes reactions. Every decision carries weight. And every move from the government can shift the national mood. Nigerians are waiting to see what comes next. Will the government communicate clearly? Will new strategies be rolled out? Will this suspension bring peace or open new challenges? You can drop your thoughts in the comments because this is something the whole country is watching together. Now, the part that is making many Nigerians talk deeply about this situation is the question of trust. When insecurity has lasted for so long, people begin to lose trust not only in the system, but in anyone who claims to have access to armed groups. So when Sheikh Gumi moves around and openly talks to people involved in violence, some Nigerians feel uncomfortable. They worry that someone outside government should not have that kind of influence. Others feel he is trying to help, even if his method is different. The country is split in opinion, and it shows that Nigeria is still struggling to find a single, unified voice on the insecurity issue. While you reflect on this, please like this video and subscribe so we continue growing this community. Another thing we need to talk about is the timing. Why now? Why did this suspension conversation come up at this moment? Some people believe the government is reacting to public pressure. When Gumi made his recent comments, the reactions were strong. Nigerians online, on radio shows, in public spaces, and even in security circles started asking, who is speaking for Nigeria? Why does one person keep talking to bandits? Is he doing it officially or privately? So the government possibly felt the need to step forward and show that they are the ones in charge of national security. As you listen to this, kindly like the video and subscribe because your support helps this channel reach more people. Now let's look at the emotional side from Sheikh Gumi's own angle. He has always presented himself as someone trying to solve the problem peacefully. Whether Nigerians agree with him or not, he sees himself as a mediator. So, a suspension, if it is happening, could feel like pushing him away from the conversation. Some people will say that's the right step. Others will argue that any voice that can bring peace should not be silenced. But at the end of the day, national security is something that needs structure, rules, and accountability. So the government might feel like it cannot rely on a private cleric to be the bridge for such a sensitive matter. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe as we go deeper into this gist. This whole thing also reminds Nigerians of how past governments handled insecurity. Anytime there is a crisis, the country becomes divided between two major views. One side believes negotiation is the best path to reduce violence. The other side believes firm military action is the only real solution. That divide has existed since the early years of insurgency in the north. And even now, people still argue over which path is more effective. So what we're seeing with this Gumi and Tinubu situation is not new. At past stage, it's part of a long conversation Nigeria has never truly settled. While we keep unfolding this, remember to like this video and subscribe so you stay updated. Then there is the issue of accountability. Some Nigerians say that when negotiation happens through unofficial channels, it becomes hard to track what was said, what was agreed, who promised what, and who is holding who responsible. The government may be trying to avoid that confusion by taking control of the negotiation space. That way, if anything is promised or agreed upon, the government can defend it, manage it, and follow it up. These are the quiet reasons behind decisions like suspending Gumi. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue the gist. Now, another deep part of the gist is the young people, especially in northern Nigeria. Many young Nigerians are tired of insecurity. Some have grown up seeing violence around them. They want peace. They want schools to reopen. They want roads to be safe. They want to farm, to trade, to live normally without fear. So when they hear that negotiation might be suspended, some feel hopeful that maybe stronger action is coming. Others feel worried because they think only negotiation can bring these armed groups out of the forests peacefully. So even the younger generation is divided. As we continue talking, please like this video and subscribe so more people can join the conversation. Let's now talk about the phrase Nigeria is not one, because this one cuts deep. That phrase can mean different things to different people. For some, it means Nigeria is not acting like a united country when it comes to insecurity. They feel different voices, different approaches, different policies, and different narratives are pulling the country in different directions. For others, the phrase suggests that Nigeria is not united emotionally because citizens do not trust that everyone is treated the same or heard the same way. So this small phrase taps into a bigger feeling in the country, the feeling that unity is fragile. And this is why people reacted so strongly to that headline. Kindly like this video and subscribe as we go forward. Let's also think about the regions involved. Most of the bandit attacks are in northern Nigeria, but the conversation affects the whole federation. People in the south, east, and west are watching closely because insecurity anywhere affects the entire nation. The economy is connected, transportation is connected, food supply is connected, even politics is connected. So what happens in the north does not stay only in the north. Nigerians in every region feel the impact somehow. That's why this story has become national and not just regional. Please like this video and subscribe because we still have more to break down. One important angle is how global observers see Nigeria. When Nigeria shows confusion in its security approach, international partners become unsure how to help. Countries that want to support Nigeria with intelligence, equipment, or training want to know who is leading the strategy. They prefer unified leadership. So suspending negotiations through outside voices might also be a way for the government to show that Nigeria has a clear central command. This helps in diplomatic communication and foreign assistance. As you're listening, please like this video and subscribe so we keep expanding this platform. Now, it's also important to talk about the communities living in the affected areas. These are the people who feel the pain the most. They lose loved ones, property, farms, homes, and sometimes everything they own. Many of them have been forced to move to IDP camps. For them, it doesn't matter who negotiates or who doesn't. What matters is peace. They want peace, safety, and the chance to rebuild their lives. Any government policy must consider these people first. And as we talk about them, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe because this story matters. Another thing that will shape the next chapter of this situation is communication from the government. Nigerians want a clear statement. They want the president or the security team to come out and say, here is the new plan. Here is why negotiation is suspended. Here is what we are doing next. Clear communication is important in moments like this because silence creates rumors and rumors create fear. As we explore this more, kindly like this video and subscribe so you stay connected. Then we also have to ask, what happens next for Sheikh Gumi? Will he step back quietly? Will he challenge the decision publicly? Will he say he was misunderstood? Will he keep speaking about the issue even if negotiation is suspended? These are questions many people want to see answered. Nigerians want to know if this is the end of his involvement or only the beginning of a new chapter. While you wait for the next update, please like this video and subscribe. This whole story reminds us that Nigeria is still a country trying to build a stable foundation for peace. Decisions like this one shape the direction the country will follow in the coming years. They shape how citizens feel about leadership. They shape how communities feel about unity. They shape how the world sees Nigeria's ability to manage internal challenges. As we wrap up this part of the gist, kindly like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next update.